So here we are on our desktop screen, and now let's get started with our video while looking with the first feature. So the first feature is emoji. I hope many people have seen that you have to use Windows plus period for displaying emojis in your keyboard or any typing method. But don't worry, it's a tip, so I am telling it. You can press the Windows plus period key for adding emojis. Here you can add any of the emoji that you want, and this works everywhere. The application that not supports emojis by default, it's going to work there also. For example, here in the search engine, actually Microsoft Edge supports emoji, but see, it's working very good. And as I have come to my browser, so I remembered that be sure to go to the and here you can get the source code. You can contact me and you can watch my videos and many more. You can explore it, and be sure to subscribe my channel and then like this video and press the bell icon that will appear after subscribing. So the first emoji one feature is done. So let's put nothing here. And the second feature is delay and schedule Windows update. So we can delay slash schedule the Windows updates that happen. For example, sometimes I experience that I am working on my Windows laptop and suddenly a update happened, or it forced me to update that I have no option to delay or schedule the Windows update. So you can go timely in the settings and go to Windows update section, and let me wait for loaded up. So it's load up, and here you can choose paused update for 7 days. So so the update will be paused until 7 days till you don't see this, or after 7 days it will remind you. But uh, I don't need it now, so I am going to resume updates. It is checking for update. Let it check, and let go ahead with our tip number 3, which is copy and paste multiple items. I hope many of you just double click it or take your mouse and do control press C and then use control press V to paste. This is not I'm going to tell here. I'm going to tell that if you want to paste more item like emoji, WordPad, snip, screen, copy and paste multiple items. So I have copied 3 things and I want to paste them all. So generally we can do that. Copy one thing, then paste one thing, then copy another thing, then paste another thing. But if you just press Windows plus V, so it will show the clipboard that you have copied several items recently. Disable Explorer, Calculator, copy paste multiple items, WordPad emojis. There are some recently copies. So if you are using this clipboard first time, it will show enable the clipboard. If you just going to enable it, so it will take keep the record of your copies. If you don't enable it, so it will be just like that. And the fourth tip, snip and sketch to take a screenshot. If I have to take a screenshot of this my notepad copy, so I will do print screen, and this will save in my screenshot was added to OneDrive. Here I can go to paste it. Actually the browser doesn't support this image pasting, but we can paste it in any other chatting application. So uh, it's saved in your OneDrive also, and it if you want to hide anything, it doesn't let you hide. So you can simply write for snipping tool, and you can try snip and sketch. So here is the snip and sketch, and to use and to do the snip, you can click new, and so actually we have to do this much. So this is now saved in your clipboard too, and this is now copied, and you can edit it. If you just want to have a shortcut, you can press Windows Shift and S. It's also give you screen snip option. You can have a rectangular screen snip or curve screen snip. So see, this is now saved in our clipboard. We can see our clipboard. See, these all are here. So after clipboard, here is calculator. You may be thinking that what can calculator do? Calculator is just used for calculation. Yes, exactly. It is used for calculation only. But here is one feature that you can use. For example, if here is an Excel file or WordPad and you have to calculate 569 into 45. So here is 2560, the product. You are going to click here to write 2560, and if there is a big number you may again see there and write 05. So this sometime may annoying that the calculator doesn't stick here. So here is the option, you can click this icon to stick it up, or you can use Alt plus up arrow key. So now you can just simply type here 25605 and do any other calculations. That's it, easy. And moving towards our sixth tip, which is dark mode. I have already enabled the dark mode, and dark mode help us to uh, give our eyes less stress. The light mode uh, is not very beneficial to your eyes. Your eyes take stress in the light mode as the white color is bright, but the dark is not. And dark color is looks very classy, so it's also very good. See, by default it is the light color, but you can choose dark color theme, which I prefer the most. Or sometimes if you don't like, so you can choose the custom. So if you want the start menu as black and taskbar as black and the applications as light, you can choose it light or dark, or the taskbar light, so you can choose it light. But I will retain with the Windows chosen dark theme. So I like the dark theme, and here you can choose the start menu borders. For example, here is by default blue chosen, and with dark theme I thought blue is the best suitable. I have checked many of them, but the blue is the best. You can take any of the prefer of your choice. See, this is very bright, but you can choose any of them. I will take the Windows by default blue, and see, now it's back. So moving to our seventh tip, which is WordPad. You are thinking what WordPad is a tip? No, WordPad is not a tip, but the uses of WordPad is a tip. So many of you uses Notepad or sticky notes, but if there is a need of rich text editor, which is option in Windows. Here, let me go to anywhere. Let's go to music and then new rich text format. So you have to install an text editor, but no need. There is one in your Windows operating system, and there is not only a feature that it is a rich text editor. You save installing any text editor you can install, but the thing is that if you are using Word, and for example we use Word for writing anything, let's say for Python code. So we are going to write the print statement and then hello world. So see, the P got capital, but we don't want that. We want pre as from small. Otherwise, Python gives the syntax error. So don't say. We can use WordPad because it doesn't give any warning or correct spell check. If you want spell check, you can install some plugins to enable the spell check. And by the way, if you don't know that what is Python, or if you don't know to write Python and you want to learn Python, you can go to my channel. I have created a full playlist on Python and it's going on too. So moving to our eighth tip. Eighth tip I think is very good and very beneficial for many of the people, and this is magnifier and read aloud. So magnifier helps you to magnify your window, normal window, not any notepad window or Visual Studio Code windows, amp window, anything, all the windows. And read aloud help you to read anything. For example, if I enable read aloud here, it may read from emoji or file edit search. Let's try. For enabling magnifier, you can just type magnifier and just plus the resolution. So see, it's 200. It's very beneficial if you want to just see that what is the icon here, what is written in the file menu here. You can just more zoom it, and it's very beneficial because it helps to just read anything which is very small, and it's very convenient also. It moves with your cursor. So let's open notepad and magnifier, let it be the 100%, yes, and here is the read aloud. So I have enabled the read aloud.
Emoji delay schedule Windows updates copy and
So it's reading from the
emoji
text
delay
from
schedule
here.
Windows update
We have to stop it. And another way
close.
to launch the magnifier is Windows plus key, and we can plus until we want. Then minus key or the subtract key for making it normal. So I hope this tip number 8 looks very beneficial to you. But let's move to tip number 9, which is enable and disable startup apps. There are two ways to enable and disable startup apps. First of all, you can just go to settings and here type startup apps and see my Cortana opens on Intel graphics, Microsoft Edge, Windows Terminal. Just want to off Windows Terminal and nothing else, nothing else I want to have. I can disable Note, OneNote, Microsoft Team, and anything. So here is the one option, and you can directly write startup apps. And here is another option that you can right click on your taskbar and go to task manager, and here go to startup. So here are the startup application and startup program. So see, this is disabled, so it is giving me option to enable, and here is also status presenting. So I have disabled OneNote. So see, here is it is disabled, we can enable it from here. So moving it to our 10th tip, which is Cortana. Cortana is present in your Windows by default. You can use it by pressing Windows plus C, or I have hide the button of Cortana. Let me enable it. So here is the Cortana. You can click and do many calculations or anything else. So here, for example, what is 4 plus 6? It's 10.
That makes 10.
So you can use Cortana for simple calculation or anything else or any information that you want. For example, what date is on 8th May? Oh, sorry, I have
8th May
taken wrong.
2021 is a Saturday.
So
It's this
here
Saturday.
you can use the Cortana like this. You can also press Windows plus C to launch it. And I'm again disabling the Cortana button because it launched directly with Windows plus C, and I doesn't frequently use this, but it helps me when I use this. So tip number 11, which is multiple desktop, this helps me a lot. For example, if I do Windows plus Control plus D, so it creates a new desktop. Any of my application is not on. See the Notepad plus plus, and here I can work like a new user. Actually, not a new user because my data is saved in the File Explorer, but like a new start. If there are many applications open here in my desktop one, so like a new start, it's helped me a lot. For example, here is going something else, and I don't want to disturb this, so I can create a new desktop so my work goes frequently, and the work going in desktop number one doesn't disturbs. You can switch between desktop using Windows Control and the arrow keys, and you can close any desktop by using Windows Alt F4. Oh, sorry, it's Windows Alt F4. It's insane. Actually, Windows Control F4 to see the desktop as we want. You can rename the desktop, for example, Vivan Mat. So the desktop is not more Vivan desktop 2, it's Vivan Mat. Here you can also do, but I don't want to just disturb my desktop one. Just close it by Windows Control F4. And the 12th is shortcut to open apps on taskbar quickly. So you can put the shortcuts of app on the taskbar and on the start menu. For example, you can see I have customized my start menu. Start menu has many other things like explore and much more, but I have do the productivity tab. I have used the my browser photos application to do, and office and this office applications, and in the programming section I have used Visual Studio Code, Terminal, Python, and in personal the apps which is frequently used by me. And you can use them, for example, the apps which is very frequently and necessary that you have to use it, for example my Edge browser or the File Explorer, so I can pin it to my taskbar. And if you enable, right click on taskbar and go to toolbar, then instead of address, actually not address, it's by default none. So instead of this by default none, if you put the links here, so I have created a shorts that how you can do your Windows uh, taskbar at the mid like Mac, but it's not completely like Mac, but be sure to see that because I have created this and this is a very good option. So for example, if I go to my, let's pin music here, pin File Explorer, not here, just first of all get this icon made, then lock and go to C and put driver here. So it's the driver shortcut. First of all, let me delete this, the shortcut. So you can add shortcuts like that. And voice recorder is also very good feature because it helps you to record your voice. I have seen that many times we have to switch to our mobile and then connect it from USB or save to our drive for recording a voice, but you can use it in your Windows system by just going to write voice recorder and then control plus R to start the recording. And the last and the most useful for most of the people, because most of the people don't know this, but most of the people are annoyed from this. So I have disabled my Internet Explorer, but I can tell you that in Windows System folder there is Internet Explorer or Windows accessories, there is a Internet Explorer. I hope many of you are annoyed with it because Microsoft Edge is pre-installed browser, which is very good browser you can use if you want to shift to it. But Internet Explorer doesn't do anything. If it do anything, we can just compromise to keep it. But if we type anything on it, it show the result on the Edge by showing that Edge is our new browser. So we can disable the Internet Explorer and get rid of it by just going to Control Panel, then Programs, uninstall a program, and here is my installed programs. But the Internet Explorer is not visible here, so no worry. Just go to Turn on Off Windows Features. Here you are going to just write Internet Explorer. Actually, I have typed it wrong. Internet Explorer. I'm again typing it wrong. Let us search it only. So, by the way, the Windows features on or off contain an option that Windows Explorer 11. It is not showing because I have disabled this Windows Explorer 11, and after you restart your computer, the Windows Explorer 11 also gone with the features here. So beware that if you disable the Windows Explorer 11, you can't get that back. So that's all for today's video. I hope you like it, and these 15 shortcuts helps you for further use. So let's wrap up our video.